Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the BCCFA Provincial Championships. The third and final game on our slate today is in the Midget 9-man division. We have, representing Vancouver Island, the Comox Valley Raiders. Starting roster, number 5, Morgan Crisp. Number 7, Liam Roque. Number 11, Raiden O'Toole. Number 12, Nick Lowry. Number 15, Jace Osadayak. Number 17, Cole Poge. Number 30, Caden Jacques. Number 31, Sam Ezzy. Number 36, Mateo Godbout. Number 38, Hudson Belanger. Number 52, Seamus Harrison. Number 53, Brody Lowry. Number 55, Nico Walls. Number 70, Duncan Wetter. Number 72, Ethan Johnson. Number 77, Nolan Bascombe. Number 81, Ezekiel Smith. Number 83, Matthew Price. Number 87, Sebastian Lambert. Number 88, Roman Poge. Number 89, Justin Robertson. Number 92, Brandon Stanford. And number 95, Ashton Leopard. Let's hear it for the Comox Valley Raiders. And representing the Vancouver Mainland Football League, we have the North Surrey Bears. Starting roster, number 2, Lucas Rowling. Number 3, Sam Webb. Number 7, Jamil Youssef. Number 8, Nick Osho. Nakwu. Number 12, Owen Veronesi. Number 16, Michael Jenkins. Number 18, Aram Kaparis. Number 21, Lakeman Kurdali. Number 22, Justice Fee. Number 25, Adrian Diaz dos Santos. Number 32, Elijah Copeland. Number 34, Carter Starr. Number 35, Riley Starr. Number 41, Rowan Hamilton. Number 53, Uzair Fayez. Number 55, Darren Cromar. Number 57, Karen Veermahil. Number 60, Kyle Horkoff. Number 61, Kendrick Lounsbury. Number 65, Jaswinder Kular. Number 80, Daniel Smith. Number 85, AJ Baker. And number 88, Callum Middleton. Let's hear it for the North Surrey Bears.
All righty. Little handshake. Get ready to roll. Here we go. VBNsports.com. Team Amy Mad Macrae. 9-man championship. The Comox Valley Raiders against the North Surrey Bears. The North Surrey has produced some very good football over the years.
Oh, yeah. They're always, any division they're in, they're always a contender.
Yeah.
They've got a great program over there. A lot of committed people to building that program and keeping that program strong right from the flags up.
Where do they play? Do they play here?
No, Bear Creek Park.
Yes. Thank you. Yeah.
The place I found out that Elvis died.
Bear Creek Park.
Yeah, I was 8 years
old.
You
were at Bear Creek Park. Yeah, I got you. Yeah.
That's where I found out Elvis died.
I'm like, Elvis died at Bear Creek Park? What are you talking about?
No, that's where I found out. You gotta listen to my whole story, Tim.
I just...
Yeah, I know.
I caught part of it.
I know. So, I was about 7 years old. We're going to swimming lessons with the neighbor.
Oh, okay.
Me and the neighbor girl are walking across the field towards the pool, and she's like, "Yeah, my mom's boyfriend died." And I'm thinking, "Is your mom married? Where does she have a boyfriend?" and then I said, "Your boyfriend?" And she goes, "Yeah, Elvis died." And I'm like, "Elvis is dead?" Oh, it ruined my day.
Love me tender, love me true.
Ruined my day.
Yeah. He was a little heavy.
At the end.
One too many, fried banana, peanut butter banana sandwiches was his favorite. Here's our opening kickoff. Nice catch, number 23. Still on, oh, good hit.
He's just hammering his way through there.
And that gets him to about the 32, 33-yard line. Number 23 for maybe 25, Adrian Dios dos Santos. A little bit tough to read the jersey, so I'm going to apologize in advance for North Surrey.
Yeah, it's hard to see him from a distance. We have to wait till we catch him on the camera on the replay here,
or in the sun.
Oh yeah, and the sun's really making it hard.
If they go into the shadow, it'll be even tougher. Gotta like those Comox Valley Raider jerseys. Their numbers are as plain as day. Here we go. Okay, one man back. Drops back. We have a pass for our opening play. Wants a receiver under pressure. Scrambles out. Gets a block. One block. Oh, and legs taken out from underneath him. But at pivot, that is number 2. Lucas rolls to a first down on the opening drive of this 9-man championship.
Lucas gets the offense rolling with a great run for a first down. Beautiful run there.
Well said.
Good block, and then it's just number 31 that steps up and makes the tackle, Sam Ezzy.
And quarterback keeper, he's got a gap. He's got some blocking, still on his feet. Good fight. Gee whiz, that's almost another first down. I'm going to give him a good 8.5, 9 yards on that run.
Well, it's rolling one more time, and he just doesn't
rolling.
Rolling's rolling. And he's fighting through the tackles here. I mean, even after they wrap him up and they're pulling him backwards, he's still fighting forwards. Got a couple extra yards after contact.
Got to fight. Was that Newt Rockney speech? Got to fight. All right, 2nd and 1. Already in the offensive zone, sitting around the 47-yard line. The snap, the handoff, rolls out, beats one tackle. We got a flag on the play. Big first down, still on his feet. Pushed out of bounds at the 20-yard line, but let's see what happens. And that's Keith Cothra calling the game in the white hat.
Number 88, Callum Middleton, takes off for a run there. And it comes out a little streak across, pitch to him, and off he's to the races here. Good job here. Just hammers that defender down. And the second one's able to knock him out of bounds, number 36.
And that's a hold against
Mateo Godbout.
North Surrey. You sort of figured it was a hold, right?
Yeah.
The flag came as he was rolling out, so.
Yeah.
So that'll be a 10-yard penalty. Repeat the down. That sets up 2nd and 11. Well, they got a big run on that play. They've been moving that ball like nobody's business in the whopping 3 plays they've had the ball. So let's see what they can do here. So far, a great day of football. Lots of fun.
It's been really good. I mean,
Yeah,
that Midget, the Bantam game.
The Midget game?
The Midget game.
Pass, swing out, number 80. Stopped just past the line of scrimmage, picked up about 3 yards. Pass caught, by number 80, Daniel Smitty.
A nice little quick pass here. He's wide open. He's got some blockers out in front of him. But what I didn't like here is he ran in. So he almost ran into the defender. He had that gap on the outside. He probably could have picked up a couple more yards if he'd stepped outside instead of inside on that run and just taken off up the sideline.
3rd and about 9 for North Surrey. 9:13 still left in the first quarter. Let's see if he airs it out. Drops back. Now he wants a pass. He's got some time. He's got some protection. Needs a receiver. No dice. Hauled down. That's a turnover on downs to start the game.
Well, and you see here that you got Rolling here is scrambling around out there. Just couldn't find a gap to either run or a person to throw to. It's a really good defense here. He's got the ball. He's looking for a receiver. There's nobody open. He's stepping around. Hey, should I run? And he's thinking about running, but now he's all cornered up. And there he gets a little bit of a belly flop on him after the fact, but turnover on downs.
The snap, the handoff. Number 87 to the outside for the Raiders. Fight, fight, fight. We'll give him about 3, maybe 4 yards on that play. And, of course, that is Sebastian Lambert.
Well, we got number 16, Michael Jenkins, in on the tackle, but number 2, Lucas Rolling, the quarterback, is out there playing defense, and he's right in there on that tackle, too. Here he comes. The runner comes across, and there's Rolling just wrapping him up, and Jenkins coming over top.
Nice. All right. 3 men in the backfield. There go the slots. Here comes the snap. Drops back. Gets some blocking. No. Sacked.
Time.
Absolutely pancaked in the backfield. Number 5, Morgan Christ, the quarterback, had no chance on that play. And that's a big loss of yards.
Well, here we go. We got it's number 7, Jamil Youssef, coming from the outside edge here on the far side of your screen. He just comes unblocked right in there, and it's a big wrap up. Everybody else comes in after the fact, but it's Youssef that's able to get him, wrap him up, and hold on to him.
All right, 3rd and long. They're going for it. Guess they don't have a punting game. Oh no, they are punting, and that's a duck diver going straight up.
Oh, bounced out of bounds.
And that's going to be around the 40-yard line.
Yeah.
The ball went straight up and sort of came straight down and then just bounced out of bounds.
Well, and if you watch here on the replay, if you look how close he is, he's got no room. There's bodies right in front of him. He has no angle to kick forward. He has to kick up. And the ball only goes about 10, 15 yards and straight back down.
So they have a kicker, but they don't have a long snapper.
Yeah.
Yeah, right?
Well, that snap was really good. I think he could have gone back another 5 yards and given himself a bit more room.
From the shotgun. Okay. Rolling. Throws. Catches the receiver. Breaks the tackle. Not quite. No. Number 8 on the catch, Nick Osho. And I did not. Number 15 on the tackle?
Yes.
Jace Osadiak. Pardon me if there's a mispronunciation. Either way.
See here, he throws it. Number 8 gets the ball. And he wraps him up, but he just keeps dragging him along. He's the one-hop dragger there.
The one-hop dragger?
Nick Osho says, "Oh, no, you ain't stopping me now." Gets a first down.
Drops back, wants another pass, has a receiver. On a bit of a wobbler. And he had to try and grab it as he leapt in the air and just couldn't wrangle it in. Sets up a 2nd and 10.
Well, you take away the leap here. He catches his ball and goes for a run. And I try and coach the kids that you don't jump unless you have to. You lose your speed, you lose your momentum, and you lose your stability. Keep your feet on the ground.
It was a wobbly pass.
It was.
So it was a little bit of a knuckleball.
Yeah.
Okay, here we go. One man back. He's got some blocking. He wants to throw. He found his man. Does he break the tackle? It's not quite enough. Picks up 4 yards on the play.
About that.
And Nick Osho, number 8, the receiver on that.
Oh, no, I guess he's about 5 there because they're 1 yard short of the solid line. So
Sure.
yeah.
So it sets up a 3 and 5.
Third and 5.
3 and 5 and a 3rd and 5.
So it's number 7, Jamil Youssef, is coming, gets a little pitch tip there and picks up about 5 yards. But it looked like he was going to get sacked in the backfield. It was a good job to save that play.
Picked up some yardage. There's the reverse. You need some blocking on that outside. He's got it. He's got it. We got a flag going to the end zone. Let's see how they call it. Are they signaling a touchdown? They are. No, they're not.
No, they're waving it off. It's not going to be a touchdown. That flag's going to probably be an illegal block.
A little too much. He had a lot of traffic coming at him, and all of a sudden he breaks free. So, yeah, you're right. Either an illegal block or at the very least a hold.
Yeah.
Keith's got his back to us. He'll turn around in 2 seconds. Yeah, illegal block. Block to the back.
Yeah.
10-yard penalty. Repeat the down.
Yep.
Yippers.
That would be the way it goes.
5:26 in the first quarter. Tim, Amy, Matt Macri, bbnsports.com. We have the 9-man Bantam Championship. Shel Sangara will be joining us at halftime. I'll do the interview, if you don't mind. Probably talking about the game, which is their showcase game coming up in May. All righty, here we go. 3rd and 15. We're going to punt the ball away. Nice kick. That's a nice kick. Fielded beautifully, number 36 for the Raiders. Cuts to the outside. He's getting some blocking. Getting some good field. Nice. Gets it all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Mateo Godbout. Godbout, which was we got some French-Canadian names on here. Caden Jacques.
They're beautiful.
Bélanger.
Beautiful kick here. And he fields it cleanly and just runs forward. I love this. He runs forward, and then he kind of bubbles back there a little bit, but, he's still finding an edge, getting out there. But he picked up that first 10 yards just by running forward where nobody was. It's a great concept.
Absolutely brilliant. All right, from the shotgun. 1 man back. There's the handoff, number 30 up the middle. He had a gap, and it closed on him very quickly. He picked up a few yards on that. Of course, number 30, Caden Jacques, of the French-Canadian connection here on the Comox Valley Raiders.
Well, you get the handoff here, and he hits the hole, and the hole hits him.
Yeah.
And it's number 22, Justice Fee. Justice made him pay a fee for running through that hole.
That's very clever, Matt Macker. Here we go. There go the slots. 1 man back. Drops. He wants some pass protection. Breaks 1 tackle. He's in trouble. He's hanging on to it. He's got the first down. Still on his feet. Oh, and a hammer from behind, but not before he gets a big first down and then some, and into the 44-yard line in the offensive zone. So a very big gain by the Comox Valley Raiders.
Well, you watch this number 3, Sam Webb. He gets into the backfield here. There he is right there. He does that little jump there, and then he's chasing him down from behind. Gets a couple people out of the way, but then he comes roaring out of nowhere and just cleans up that play. He was in there and forced him out of the pocket, and then came and tackled him once he was out of the pocket.
Quarterback keeper, fake handoff up the middle, and he picked up 9 yards on the play. I think they brought him down just shy of the first down.
Yeah, it's going to be about a half yard, 3/4 of a yard. But number 5, Morgan Crisp, he's looking good out there today. Just flying and straight up the middle.
I'm curious about something. There's a few French names on this roster, and of course Comox. I think there's an Air Force base, isn't there, in Comox Valley?
So. Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, so I'm wondering if they're like Air Force kids coming in from Quebec.
Oh, maybe. Could be.
Now, did they get the first down?
They did.
They did. They did get the first down.
Yeah, really
You
good.
see the lineman there wiggling his finger at the direction of a first down. The old finger wingle.
Number 87, Sebastian Lambert.
Lambert.
Lambert lambasted them and got the first down.
Very cool. The coolest thing about having Comox, they have the search and rescue SAR team.
Yep.
And they come to Chilliwack to do training because we have a nice little airport that's not too busy. And every once in a while, we'll see them, the paratroopers, the rescue guys, the technicians. Oh, whoa.
Oh.
Number 30, they're calling the ball dead.
They whistled it dead before he handed it off to number 30, Caden Jacques.
And that's like a 19-yard loss for second down for the Comox Valley.
Huge.
Anyway, the big yellow search and rescue plane will fly over the airport, and of course the guys will paratroop out, and part of a training exercise.
Yeah,
it's just totally cool.
Nice. We have just at the bottom of the hill from my house. We have the skydiving.
Okay, yeah.
Class. So we'll sit on the porch and watch the jumpers float down on a summer day.
Quarterback keeper number 5 into traffic, gets back to about the 35-yard line, sets up 3rd and long, and I'm guessing they're going to punt on this one.
Well, this one's questionable because you're down in their end. So, I mean, you don't mind turning over the ball. You really want to only punt when you're in your own end. Here you might want to take a shot at it. But if they are punting, the punter has to give himself a bit more space because he was way too close the last time. And I think they are punting.
Yeah, it looks like where they're setting up. Nope, fakes it. They get a block, throw, intercepted. No, ball comes loose. Holy mackerel.
Oh, that was a whole bunch going on there.
Just about everything happened on that play. So here's the intro. Where do they mark the ball? From the original line of scrimmage?
Yeah, because he never caught it. He never caught it. So he's going to punt it. I'm going to run. Oh, there's nobody there. I'm going to go back this other way. I'm going to punt. No, I'm going to throw. And he just couldn't get enough on it to get to the receiver, who was right there. And he just couldn't bring the ball in.
Well, the secondary, you want to drop the ball.
Yeah.
Right? So it goes back, because otherwise he would have been 12 yards deeper into his own end.
Yeah. An interception on a 3rd down is just selfish, right? Because, you're just trying to pad your own stats there. You got to knock that thing down.
Hand off, up the middle. Got some blocking. Not a bad carry. I'll give him 4 yards on that play. Easy. So a little back and forth. That was number 8, Nick Osho, for the North Surrey Bears.
A big difference here because in the first game, both teams marched the length of the field. Meadow Ridge didn't score right, and then Cowichan came back and did score. This one here, they played it in between the 35-yard line so far for us, right front and center. Thanks, guys. Appreciate that.
It is. This is more typical, right, to start a game. Like this is as the game wears on, they'll sort of feel each other out and find their legs. Ball is up. Nice pass. He's got a receiver. Oh, just past the fingertips.
That's Osho one more time. He got down the field. He had split the defenders, and if he caught that, he was wide open, but it's just a little bit too far. Got to take a little bit off that ball. Lucas Rolling just fires it out there just a little bit too far.
I mean, even the old sacrifice of launching yourself forward, it would have landed belly flop right on the turf. Well, there goes the first quarter. That was quick.
Yeah.
Blink and you miss it. Holy mackerel. So sets up second quarter action. No score so far between the North Surrey Bears and the Comox Valley Raiders. Tim, Amy, Matt Macri, VBNSports.com, coming to you live from McLeod Athletic Park, Langley, British Columbia, where there's actually sunshine for the 3rd time this month. Here in wet, soggy, dare I say, flooded BC South Coast. Really awful what happened in the past. The floodwaters are receded, but the damage, holy mackerel. And they're going to punt. Or are they? And we got another duck troller going up, straight up. Oh, live ball. And it looks like North Surrey got it, but there was a flag. Oh, no yards.
No yard flag. Which is going to be interesting because I don't know if they call that on the fact that the ball bounced into the North Surrey player and back to the Comox player. So it's going to be a no yards penalty, and Surrey's going to get that ball.
Surrey gets the ball back.
+5. Yeah. Or no. Comox will get the ball.
Yeah, because they switch stands. Yeah. Yeah, obviously. Okay, you're not going to give the guy the yards. You don't get to recover the the live ball.
Exactly, because I mean he gets a chance on that ball for 5 yards. So
Yeah.
Oh, plus 15.
No yards, 15. There must have been That's crazy.
Yeah.
Must have been a different. I didn't see.
I didn't see what the penalty was there.
No.
No yards is 15? Oh, wow.
I thought it was 5. Really? Oh,
okay.
fair enough. Okay.
Yeah. So
Yeah, because you're more vulnerable, right? Yeah, that makes sense. Okay.
Yeah. There you go.
We figured it out with the help of other people.
Well, we got Wayne Bjorgi, who was around when football was invented.
More or less.
And then we got a referee working the clock here. So
Fantastic.
They know a little bit about football.
We'll be leaning on them most of the game. It should be an offside on this call.
Yeah.
Didn't blow the whistle, gave him a free play. Got a couple of yards, but I'm guessing they're going to take the penalty.
Yeah.
So, but that would be an offside, right?
Yep. Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
Yep. The defender jumped the gun here. Comes across way too soon. And there he goes. The linebacker, number 3, it looks like Sam Webb is trying to get the jump on the snap there and just mistimed it.
5-yard penalty. Second down, 2nd and 5. Sitting at about the 39-yard line. Comox Valley Raiders with the ball.
It's a good coaching adjustment.
Oh, first down.
First down. Yeah, 1st and 5. It's a good coaching adjustment. When you see the linebackers being aggressive, you go on 2.
Wants to pass. In trouble. In traffic. Trouble traffic is what I'm trying to say. Sacked. Just on the wrong side of the line of scrimmage. So that sets up second, probably at about 6 or 7.
Morgan Crisp here, number 5, wanted to get rid of that ball, but just couldn't find a place to go with it. And then it went. By the time he figured out that there was nowhere to go with it, there was nowhere to run with it.
Nowhere to run.
Nowhere
to hide.
He wants to throw it there. He wants to. He's just. You got to make the decision and go with it. He's a little unsure of himself there, and he's just got to do it.
Handoff. 88 up the middle. Lots of room. Lots of speed to the outside. Good stiff arm. Pushed out of bounds, but he had a flag. Now, would they call the stiff arm to the face on that?
Not unless it's a shot. And here, maybe might get hands to the face, but yeah, they're gonna move him back.
If all these penalties keep happening, we're going to be here all night.
I think that first quarter was fast. The second one's taking forever.
All right, so where are they marking it?
Yeah, so it's after the first down was gained, so it'll be a first down.
Okay.
And then they'll go back 10 yards for the hands to the face.
Okay.
And
first and 10.
From the 42.
42 in the offensive zone. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much.
But they got a first down out of it.
All right. From the shotgun. There's the handoff. Fakes the pass beautifully. Still on his feet. Number 11. And still fighting.
Going.
Fantastic. Oh, my gosh. Raiden O'Toole, Raiden the Raider, pushes all the way to the 30-yard line, the 29, pardon me, gets the Comox Valley first down. What a fight.
Well, he really looks like he's in motion for the pass there, for going out as receiver, and had to bubble back to get the handoff. And then he fights, about 5-6 yards sideways trying to get forward. And they just couldn't bring him down.
He looks to me like a backup quarterback, number 11. That's a quarterback number, right?
Yeah. Yes.
One man in the backfield. Slots go from the pistol. Hands off number 30, trying to go up the middle. No room. Cuts back. Hold down in the backfield. Beautiful bit of defense there by North Surrey.
Number 25, Adrian Diaz dos Santos. He gets in there, and it's kind of funny because there's a D lineman and an O lineman here who are, blocking and doing the tango. And number 30, Caden Jacques, is behind him, and Dos Santos is trying to get in front of him, and they're kind of dancing around. And they've come out the other edge, and Diaz Dos Santos figured out where he was coming and brought him down.
All right. 2nd and about 14 from the shotgun. One man back. Snaps it, wants a receiver. Ball is up, beautiful pass. He has a man, number 95, in the end zone. And the Comox Valley Raiders draw first blood in this Midget 9-man championship.
Well, it's number 95, Ashton Leopard, who gets behind the safety and nobody around him, but a beautiful pass by Morgan Crisp to get him into that end zone.
Look at that. And just like that, the Raiders are on the board. 8:25 to go in the second. And they're going to go for a 1-point PAT. Because clearly they have a kicking game.
They do.
All right, VBNsports.com, Tim Amy, Matt Macri. We've had a good day of football so far, our second marquee matchup. Had a great game in the Bantam game. Let's see if we can get another rubber match going here. And looks good to me.
Chip shot.
A 7-0 Raider lead over the North Surrey Bears. Tons of football left to play. And North Surrey brought their own cheer squad. It's always fun. It's not football without a cheer squad, you find, you know?
Well, and, you know, I really like, I think Chilliwack does a great job with the cheer squad, and
Yep.
North Surrey has a fabulous cheer squad, a great program, very well run. They get the girls and their siblings and whatnot at a young age and build them up. To all the way up to midget. They've got the cheerleaders out there, and I think they do a really good job. I know other clubs do. Chilliwack and North Surrey are the two that come to my mind right off the bat.
Right.
But I've always been very impressed with the North Surrey program.
You know, and the cheers, they love it. Like, they really bond as, you know, it's lifelong friendships, and
yeah,
they have a ton of fun doing it. And so, and you know what, good on the moms that organize it. They're the ones that really keep things together. There goes a worm burner, the kickoff. Whoa! Takes a Raider bounce. Number 8 fielded. North Surrey is on his feet. He wants to make up that yardage. And he gets to about the 20-yard line or so. I believe that's number 8. Nick Osho, who we've seen a lot of so far in this rather young game.
Well, here's the kick here, which is a pretty good kick, but it gets a good roll going on it. And it goes past the first guy that was going to play it and just squeaks past him. And then Osho gets a hold of it, and he's really, you know, kind of hemmed in. He's got to kind of fight for space there. A lot of work to get the 8 or 9 yards that he got from where he picked it up. But not bad field position. North Surrey's going to start on their 20-yard line.
The snap. Quarterback keeper wants some room up the middle.
Oh.
And just stuffed past the line. Picked up a good 5 yards on that play. We'll see if they mark it.
Lucas Rolling, I mean, that was a quarterback keeper all along. He was running that ball no matter what. But he gets just hammered here at the end. He gets the snap, runs forward, has to step to the outside, and gets around the corner. And as he steps up, I didn't catch the number again.
It's tough 52. To see that. 52.
52, Seamus Harrison.
Seamus.
Yeah, he just stands him up and drives him backwards.
Sets up, got 6 yards on the play, 2nd and 4. There's a handoff up the middle, back to Osho, number 8, cuts to the outside, good stiff arm. He's got the first down, he's got more. Pushed out of bounds just prior to midfield.
Yeah.
So a really good play, a really good drive by North Surrey to get the big first down, and they're on the doorstep of the offensive zone.
Well, Osho comes down like he's going to go up the middle, and as soon as he gets the ball, he steps to his left and just takes off to the outside. So it really collapsed the defense into the middle because of the way he came downhill like that, and it was a great change of direction to get him to the outside and pick up that first down.
All right, 1st and 10 of the 48. There's the snap, there's the handoff. Needs some blocking as he goes to the outside. He's got some good stiff arm.
Oh.
But a great job, number 95. Ashton Leopard or Lepard, depending if he's French Canadian or not, holds him down, but not before he picks up some good yardage. Oh, we got a flag. Pardon me.
Well, he comes outside here, and Osho comes outside, and he gets the hands on the face, and I think that's where the penalty's going to be there. And Lepard is able to get him and pull him down.
Yeah, we have 2 flags, one on either side. What's Mr. Cothra? He's pointing at. Yeah. So it's going against the Raiders. And it looks like a 15-yard automatic first down.
Yeah.
I did not. It must. You know what? It was outside the play, so it was probably an illegal
block.
Yeah. Something bad. Something bad that costs you 15 yards for an automatic first down. All right. Ball sitting on the offensive 35-yard line. A 7-point Comox Valley Raider lead over North Surrey. We got a timeout called. But judging the way North Surrey is marching that ball, that is a precarious lead, Matt Macri.
Oh, very, very precarious.
You ever been to the Langley Airport? I'm staring at it right over here. They've got a museum or something, right?
Yeah.
You ever been in there?
Long time ago. So nothing recent, that's for sure.
I want to go. I kept like every year. I'm like, oh, the winter rolled, the crappy months. I'm going to take the kids, and I always forgot. But
well, we were here playing the fall tournament, and we were playing in that far corner diamond.
Okay. By
the lights there, and we had a 2.5 or 3 hour break.
Sure.
And my guys were younger at the time.
So you're coaching.
No, I was playing.
Okay.
Mixed slow pitch, old people league.
Oh, okay.
But my kids were there, and they were.
Oh, I see. Your kids are there watching you play. I gotcha. Okay.
And they were great. They're playing in the trees and having a great time. But we had like a 3 hour break, so we walked down there to go check it out.
Right.
But yeah,
looks like a lot of fun.
It's neat.
Yeah. The snap. Sacked. Oh, ball comes loose. Number 53. No whistle. Can he do it? Can he make it to the end zone? He's walking behind him.
Oh, he's still on his feet.
He's fighting. Can he get to the end zone? He does it.
Oh, my
Holy
goodness.
Mackerel. Number 53, Brody Laurie, recovers the fumble off the sack and is probably as gassed as he's ever been in his life, but huge touchdown for Comox Valley. Talk about swinging momentum.
Well, it's number 95, Ashton Leopard, who makes this play happen and gets in there. Laurie's back and he's in coverage. He's watching the quarterback, and the ball just bounces right to him. He's like, oh, I got this ball. I got to run with it now. And then they're trying to fight him, and Osho's trying to strip it from him instead of just tackling him. He almost gets it out of his hands before he gets into the end zone.
But he's sort of sprinting, but he keeps looking behind him because he knows someone's going to catch him, right?
Yeah, and he bends him off.
Big, strong guy.
Yeah.
Well, we saw it in the Seattle-Washington game.
Yeah.
Something very similar. Well, look at this. So they're going for the PAT, and she's good. So all of a sudden we have a 14-point Comox Valley Raider lead. And now, before this started in the Bantam game, we talked about what it takes to win.
Yeah.
Your defense, don't turn the ball over, don't get bad penalties. I talked about keeping the other team off balance and controlling momentum. Talk about controlling momentum.
Yeah.
Holy mackerel. Defense and momentum all in one play, and a defensive touchdown for Comox Valley.
Well, and it's turnovers.
Yeah.
Once again, it's turnovers here. Lepard comes around the corner and creates this turnover, and Comox capitalizes on the turnover, and that's always going to be the way to win games.
Right.
Create the turnover, capitalize on it.
Yeah.
Right. And the other way to win games is to protect the ball.
Yeah.
That's how you lose games, by not protecting the ball.
Well, lots of football left to play. It's a 14-0 lead, but, we're still only in the second quarter, so halfway through the second quarter. So North Surrey has got ample opportunity to get themselves back in here, but they need a good drive. Here's the kick, bit of a short one, nicely fielded. Can he get some blocking to get some more yardage? Picks up a few yards inside, give him, the 42-yard line perhaps?
Yeah.
So North Surrey needs to get a proper drive here. They need to hang on to the ball, and they need to march it down to the end zone just to get themselves back in it. The game's not over by any means, but
Daniel Smith here, number 80, fields the ball nicely. And he got one block, but he couldn't get a second block. There's two defenders down there. And it's number 83, Matthew Price, that pulls him out of bounds.
All right, 1st and 10 on the 41-yard line. North Surrey's ball. Going from the pistol. One man back. There's the handoff. Does he get some room at the middle? He's got some. Osho got some wheels. 1st down and more. Could go all the way. This is the big play. Look at this. And North Surrey scores and is back in it and cuts that lead by 6. Wow.
You kind of saw this coming. Nick Osho has wanted that outside edge all day long.
Right.
He finally got it, and here it is. Here's the handoff. He's coming down the middle, steps to the outside. Beautiful drag step to the outside. And then he gives himself enough room around the sideline. If he gets pushed, he's not getting pushed out of bounds. And off to the races he goes. And
beautiful block there, too, by his teammate.
beautiful block, yeah.
That pretty much, the block made it happen because that just gave him that 18 inches of daylight that he needed.
Well, and look at that stride. I mean, he was just striding down the sidelines. Beautiful. And if you kids watching at home, that's the way you want to stride a football down the field. Big steps, driving those arms.
Back perfectly straight. Here's the PAT. Is that good?
I think it went off the outside of the post here.
No, they're not signaling, so it's 6 points.
Yeah.
So they're mired at 6 points, but hey, man, they're on the board. They're in this game.
Well, and that was huge to come back and score. You know, get that turnover, the bad bounce, pick up, run in for a touchdown, and to come back on the very next play and score is what they needed to do. Negates that turnover.
It does. It does. And it just gets mentally, it gets you back in the game. Like you belong here kind of thing. I'm going to take advantage of the wonderful holes you gave me the last game. So get a bit of a dry throat doing this.
Well, you talk, and I mean, it gets to you after a while.
Well, the problem with you and I, we just never want to shut up.
I say it all the time. These are two of my favorite things: football and the sound of my own voice.
Oh my gosh,
I love it.
Oh, who wouldn't?
I know.
People around you? I don't know.
My family.
I'll try not to clackle the holes against my teeth too much. It's a sound that will drive some people crazy. Or tens of fans online. Don't want to alienate anybody. All right. 14-6, Comox Valley. Nice kick. Lots of yards.
Oh.
Good. Oh, he reaches forward. That was epic.
He's not quite down there. He's on top of the defender, number 34 that tackled him.
87 with the Sebastian Lambert.
Yep, and then number 34, Carter Starr, was able to bring him down.
He just reaches forward after he's down, like, you're kind of down.
And 57, Karen Veer Mahill on top.
1st and 10, the 34-yard line with the Comox Valley Raiders.
And North Surrey needs a stop here. They need to create a turnover or even a 3-and-out right here and get that ball back and try and even this up before the half.
Nice snap. Wants the receiver in traffic. Big 41. Is he on? Nice.
Nice. Big 41. Let's give him some props. Rowan Hamilton.
The hammer.
He comes flying through the line of scrimmage here. Gets through pretty much untouched. And he see how he doesn't overrush the quarterback. He kind of slows down, breaks down, forces the quarterback to make a move. And then he's driving him backwards here, and the whistle goes, so he just lets him go.
Yep.
Don't need to drive him to the ground.
Nope. Let's
get back there, play another play. Let's go. Shut him down.
2nd and about 13. Oh, a little bit of confusion there on the snap. Coming out of the backfield, 87, Sebastian Lambert. Oh, we got a flag on the play. So maybe a hold.
Yeah.
Well after the snap.
Number 30 and number 41, Caden Jacques and Rowan Hamilton. Got a little wrestling match going on there.
As you get older, the 16 to 18-year-olds, it gets a little more pushy-shovey.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a hold. That's a hold against the Raiders, so that'll come back 10 yards.
No, they're declining it because now it's 3rd and 11.
3rd and 11.
Yeah, so this is where you want to decline the penalty because you get them to 3rd down. You don't want them to go back 10 yards and have 2 shots at it.
Right, and it kind of forces them to punt.
Yeah.
because they're too deep in their own end. So they did what they're supposed to do. North Surrey basically forced them to turn the ball over in some context or another. We got a flag, maybe no yards.
No yards. So they're going
Still on his feet, bumping into his own players. I can't make out who's receiving that. Number 2, Lucas Rowling, our quarterback.
And here's the frustrating thing: is you want to get in there and block for your guy, but if you get too close, you become a less of a help and more of a hindrance. You know what I mean? So here you go. Yeah, Rowling gets the ball, and everybody's super tight, and he's trying to escape, and all of a sudden he's bumping into his own bodies. They're too much in his way. And
Osho tried to do sort of was there to block, but the problem is he runs into the problem of blocking from the back. So you saw him just sort of back off there, right?
Yeah.
So that's no yards, so they'll move it 5 yards up, I guess?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Here we go. 1st and 10 coming from the 38-yard line. North Surrey wants to score a touchdown on this drive. They got 4 minutes left in the half. Drops back. There's the pass. Nice slant. Got the receiver, number 7. Breaks the tackle. Breaks another tackle. All the way to the first down. Jamil Youssef.
Youssef does a great job here of just getting up the field after catching this ball. Nice little swing pass. Really quick here. Rowling just gets it out fast. Nothing pretty. And Youssef gets the ball and just comes upfield and keeps pushing.
Big, strong guy. Look at the big legs on him.
Well, that's number 53, Brody Laurie. He was the one that capitalized on that fumble earlier for the touchdown, making a huge stop along the side there on Youssef.
He's had time to sit on the bench and catch his breath after that rather long sprint. There's the snap. Quarterback keeper Rolling. Gets some blocking, cuts to the outside. He's got some wheels. Nice yardage. Breaks another tackle. All the way to the 21-yard line. What a big play for North Surrey. Get themselves in the offensive zone.
Well, Rolling does a great job of this play falls apart here. His defender's in his face right away. He's like, okay, I'm going to have to run with this. And off he goes. But the blocking's phenomenal that nobody's really getting a hold of him until number 15, Jace Osaduk, was able to bring him down.
Osho, number 8, is doing just about everything right now in the backfield.
Beautiful blocks.
There's the handoff, cuts to the outside, smothered, and maybe a yard or two on that play. A little bit tough to tell by an hour angle.
Yeah. Not a lot, that's for sure.
No. Nowhere to run.
He's on the pitch here, but he showed some really good speed earlier, but here he just seems to be jogging it up around the side. He's really got to go, he's got to get those feet going.
Yeah.
If you're going to roll to the outside and try and get that outside edge, it's a foot race. You got to get going fast.
Not a lot of blocking in his favor, but sometimes you got to make a little chicken salad, right?
Yeah.
The snap, the handoff, wants to go up the middle. I'll give him 4 or 5 yards on that play. Sets up a 3rd and maybe
2,
3. See how they mark it.
Yeah. It's going to be tight here.
It's just before 4 o'clock, so the sun's going to start to set pretty soon. They already have the lights on for the stadium. Yeah, 3rd and about 2. So, of course, if you're North Surrey, you got to go for it, right?
Well, at this point, yeah. I mean, you're down around there, 15-yard line?
Yeah.
You know.
Going for the field goal. The snap, he's going to keep it. He's got to get those yards. And he does, and more, and he's in the end zone. Fantastic. North Surrey brings it within 2 with an absolutely superb drive. The defense started that drive when they forced Comox to go 3 and out.
Well, that's exactly what happened. I mean, North Surrey, they fumbled the ball, gave up the touchdown off the fumble, and they said to themselves, we got to get it together here. We're down 14-0. This can go one of 2 ways. We can get it together and get down the field, and I think we got someone down in the end zone.
Yeah, it looks like an injured player.
Yeah, and nobody on the bench noticed, and now the trainer's heading out. But they say to themselves, okay, this can go one of 2 ways here. We're down 14-0. We can either fall apart, because that's what it looks like we're doing, or we can pull it together and make some plays. Next offensive play, right? You get Osho running for a touchdown. Then you get the defense goes out there and gets a 3 and out.
Yep.
And then, so, you're coming back into this game, you got a chance.
Yeah.
We can go into the half, 2 minutes, tied up,
Now we got an injured player. I wonder if they're going to go for 2 or for 1 to try and tie it up here.
Well, and if I'm the North Surrey coach, I would definitely go for 2 here.
You think so?
Yeah. Because
And they're hobbling Liam Rook off, number 7. Got injured on that play. Well, I mean, you're still in it.
Yeah.
Like, even if you gave up 2 points, go down 14-0, it was still only the first quarter.
Yep.
So there's tons of football left to play, and like we've always said, you're good enough to get here, you're good enough to win, right?
Yep. Yeah, I agree. 100%. Like, you're not wrong there.
And they're going for 2.
They have to at this point. I mean, you want to try and even it up.
Find a receiver.
No,
Can he do it? Can he do it? Can he do it? And he gets it, and he ties the game. Fantastic. Oh, no, we got a flag.
We got a flag on the far side there.
Going against Comox, which I guess they're going to decline.
Yeah.
It's good.
2 points is good. Tie ball game. And this is what North Surrey wanted to do. Comox, they got 2 minutes. They're going to get the ball. They made some big plays here in a hurry to get some points. So, I mean, Comox now, they want to come and hammer at this and try and get that, maybe a score, maybe a field goal, something,
Get some points back on the board.
Yes.
2 minutes left to play. The way these teams are playing, it wouldn't surprise me if somebody scored in this last 2 minutes. I think it's going to be a high-scoring game. And so far, this is really exciting. We got a tie game going in the second half. This is exactly what you want in a provincial championship.
Well, and the defenses have been playing phenomenal as well.
Yeah. Oh, they both have.
Yeah.
Sometimes a blowout isn't terrible because we get to go home a little earlier. But I'm not in a hurry today. I'd rather watch some really great football, which we're getting. So.
Yeah. Entertainment value. We want the entertainment value.
And it's more fun, too, right?
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm clacking my halls. Pardon me. I'm going to work on Thursday. One of my coworkers hands me an After 8 mint. Christmas officially began. I hadn't had one in ages.
Oh, I know.
After 8s and humbugs. You ever had a humbug?
I have it. What's a humbug?
It's a little, shanks it. Nicely fielded. Number 53 pretty much drops down on the 45-yard line, sets up a 1st and 10.
Well, I like what he does here is he catches it. He makes sure he secures it. He sees the tackler coming in, so he drops the shoulder right there. Get that ball put away. Get that shoulder down. Make sure you hold on to the ball. That's the number one thing. Number 61?
Well, it's 53 fielded it.
Yep.
Brody Laurie.
Kendrick Lounsbury comes in and just wraps him up and takes him down.
Yeah.
Yep. Don't give him any extra yards.
A humbug, I guess I could describe as a butterscotch mint candy.
Oh, nice.
It's a British thing. We used to eat them in Montreal all the time, and I found them at a place called Dickens Sweets in Chilliwack. Drops back. Swing pass. Oh, could not wrangle it in. Had number 83 in his sights. Matthew Price.
Well, and here's, okay, we'll see who catches on the replay. But the one thing I don't like here is Price is standing flat-footed.
Yeah.
He turns around and you watch him here. He just steps back and looks for the pass. So there he goes. He looks for the pass. But you got to be going the other way.
Right.
And that's where the quarterback was throwing to.
Yeah. Get to the ball.
Chris was throwing the other way because he wanted him going forward. So you take those 2 steps back, and then you start coming forward and have the quarterback hit you while you're in motion going forward.
Drops back, wants another play. Oh, look at this. Airs it out. He's got a man. Oh! Number 88. Unbelievable. Hold down on the 15-yard line.
Beauty of a play here.
Roman Poge. I'm going to give him the French-Canadian version. It could be Poge. Absolutely superb catch under double coverage with a $1:44 in the clock. And suddenly Comox is threatening to score. What did I say? It wouldn't surprise me if somebody scored in the 2 minutes, right?
Yeah, no kidding here. And it's only been 16 seconds.
Jeez. Just crazy.
Beautiful throw. Beautiful throw by Crisp.
And it's a great catch under coverage.
Yeah.
Handoff to the outside. Gets some blocking. And he's very close. Sets up a Is it a first and goal? I think it is. First and goal
from
on the
5. Yeah.
Nice. Could have said it better myself. Number 87 out of the backfield, Sebastian Lambert. I'm willing to bet their parents are in the military, and that's why they're in Comox, the French-Canadian names. I'm going to ask somebody. I'm going to ask
somebody about this. Wow, beautiful job by Comox to march back down the field. You know, they got 2 scores, then gave up 2 scores, and they're like, hey, we got to get back on top here. We want to go in the half with a bit of a bonus.
Both teams seem to have the same. Live ball.
Oh, my goodness.
Holy mackerel. It was a fumble. They're trying to do a reverse. The ball comes loose. Number 7, Jamil Youssef, jumps on it, and we still got a tie game. And it's going the other way with a $1.12. Holy mackerel.
Well, here
what
comes
a game.
The jet across was a little bit too
organized.
Soon. Yeah, either too late or too soon. It should have been in front of number 87 coming on the jet, and then the fake handoff, and then the handoff to 30.
Right.
It came at the same time, caught him in the helmet, bounced in the air. They tried to smack it down into 30's hands.
Now, it's a tie game. On our screen, it says North Surrey with only 12 points. They actually have 14, so we'll get that changed for you in a moment's time here.
Yeah. I just noticed that myself.
All righty, from the shotgun. Wow, North Surrey. Here we go. Deep in their own end, on his feet. Needs some blocking. He's trying to find a hole, someplace to go, and gets himself, to about the 10-yard line. Maybe picked up 3 yards on the carry.
Yeah, Roland just couldn't get rolling there. He's dancing back and forth. He's trying to find either a receiver down the field or a holder running. He's looking, and just nothing. 55 chases him out of the pocket. 95 and 53 come in and wrap him up and take him down.
Geez, we've seen about just about everything. Second and about 7, sitting at the 10-yard line. From the pistol, drops back, wants a receiver. Ball's thrown. He's got a man. Nice catch. Wide open to the outside. 87 for Comox. Takes his feet out from underneath him. Sebastian Lambert. And I did not catch the receiver. Do you?
Jamil Youssef. Here we go. Roland puts it up in the air. Youssef's wide open. Gets the ball. And then gets turned upfield really quick. And it's not till Lambert is able to get down low and take his feet out from underneath him. But Youssef does a great job of catching that ball and getting those yards upfield really fast.
North Surrey on their own 40-yard line with about 30 seconds to go. Gosh, the way they're airing these balls out, looks like we called the timeout.
Yeah.
The way they're airing the ball out, we could see a touchdown in the next 30 seconds. Like, both teams are just showing explosive speed.
Well, and that's what you got to do here, especially in this 2-minute drill, is move the ball quickly down the field. You don't have time to get in a huddle, discuss plays, and let the play clock go down.
Just call the audible, get your line set up, and snapper. Oh, get the crowd into it. There you go. Love it. Got to get the crowd into it. Just superb. Yeah, so in another 30 seconds, the lovely and talented Michelle Stanguer is going to join me here in studio, talking about whatever she wants to talk about, but I'm going to bet dollars for donuts she wants to talk about the game, which is our showcase game coming up. And what was in May, right? What's the day?
Yeah.
May.
The week after the long weekend. So,
okay.
Yeah, it's always the weekend after the May long.
All right. So fill us in on those details. Here's the snap, drops back, wants a receiver, wants to go deep. Airs it out, he's got a man. Is he open? No. No penalty on that play.
I'm kind of surprised. That should have been an offensive pass interference, in my opinion, because the defender turned around and he's looking for the ball, and then the receiver runs him over. So,
and it looks like he shoved him, too.
Yeah.
Like he didn't bump into him. He actually shoved him. But no flag, so whatever.
Because
second and 10, North Surrey.
The defender had a chance on that ball, but the receiver, just ran him over.
Huh. All right. Well, these things happen.
Yep.
It's cold in here all of a sudden. Crank up some heat.
I think somebody probably opened the door.
Craziness, because of fresh air in here. What are they thinking? Okay. There's the snap. Swing pass. Needs some blocking. On the sidelines. Good fight. Good fight. Nice job getting into the offensive zone with about 14 seconds to go. It's tough to see the number 8, right?
Osho
Yeah.
on the swing pass there, and it's number 87, Sebastian Lambert, that's able to take him down because Osho was getting some wheels up the sideline.
What are you looking at?
Grandbaby pictures.
Oh, grandbaby pictures. You have a grandbaby?
I do.
Oh.
I do. I've actually got 4.
You have 4 grandkids?
Yeah. Well,
seriously?
My foster sons had 2.
Oh, right. Yes, you told me this.
And then my son started dating this lady who had a 2.5-year-old at the time. She's 3.5 now, who started calling me grandpa, and I love it to death. She's my little partner in crime. And then they had a baby boy in April.
Yes, you told me that. That's very exciting.
And there's them under the Christmas tree doing some pictures up.
Very cute.
And then it turns out actually she's pregnant again with one coming in June. So, yeah.
Because,
Yeah.
why just watch a movie? Why go out for drinks with friends?
I say to him all the time, I'm not going to complain because I'll take grandbabies all day long.
All right, the snap. Looking long. He's got a receiver. Can he connect? Oh, just
so
off the
close.
fingertips. 9 seconds to go. I tell you, it's about momentum, and I'm going to give North Surrey momentum coming into this. Even though they're dropping these passes, they're still moving that ball.
Well, a great job because, they were down on their 7-yard line when they got the turnover there.
And now they're in the offensive zone.
Yeah. Now they got a chance to put it in the end zone.
It'd be crazy. Take the lead.
Yeah.
They've been playing catch-up, and, of course, they could take the lead on this. But, a 14-all game. This is just superb football.
Yeah, you're sitting on the 43-yard line. It's a second down, so they really got 2 shots at getting into the end zone. And that's what they're going to do here.
Undoubtedly.
Undoubtedly.
Drops back. He needs some pass protection. He's got a bit. Ball is up. Can he find a man? Well overthrown.
Yeah.
2 seconds ago, third down. We're going to see a very similar play coming up.
Now, the fear here for North Surrey is an interception coming back the other way. So you got to make sure that your offensive line guys and the quarterback are ready to play defense at any given point here.
All right, 3rd and 10. They'd be crazy to do anything other than throw the ball.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah, you're not running in this play here.
And it's going to be a long pass. And 2 seconds to go. Still 14. Everybody's in it. It's anybody's game right now. Drops back. 0 pass pressure. Everyone's downfield. There it is. Airs it up. Lots and lots of people. And intercepted. That should end the half.
No interception.
Knocked down. Pardon me.
Shame
on me. And that's the half. A 14-all tie between Comox Valley and the North Surrey Bears.
Here we go. Second half of an exciting 14-14 game. Kickoff to Comox. I can't get the number there, 36. With the run, Mateo Godbout gets it up to about the 30-yard line. Be 1st and 10 for the Comox Valley Raiders from the 30-yard line. We had an excellent first half here where the Comox Valley Raiders went out to a 14-0 lead, and then North Surrey was able to come back with 2 quick scores and tie the game up, and a little bit of drama at the end there. Comox marched up to the 5-yard line, fumbled the ball. Surrey got it back and marched back to about the 45-yard line and just couldn't get it in the end zone.
All right, I'm back. Thank you very much. Whoops. I'm muted. Now I'm back. Thank you very much, Matt Mac. Oh, it looks like the ball came loose.
And Surrey's got it.
It's going the other way.
Number 55, Darren Cromar.
Crazy. Sorry, I ran to the gents. I'm missing half the action here. It's
it's been
30 seconds of going on the clock.
Well, Morgan Chris keeps the ball here, but as he's getting tackled, he knocks it loose. And
Big 55.
Big 55 is able to get on top of it and get the ball back. Wow. All right, here we go. Excitement already. This has been a good game so far.
Oh, gosh. Talk about evenly matched teams. There's the snap, the handoff, looked like a reverse. Then he cuts up the middle, cuts back the other direction, breaks one tackle. He needs some blocking. He's not going to get it, and he's going to make it himself. Nice job moving forward, keeping the forward momentum. Sets up second down, but holy crow, picked up a good 7-8 yards on that play.
I think he's closer to 9, Tim. It looks like he's going to be really close to 9 yards there. It's 2nd and 1.
Holy moly. What a start to the second half. If North Surrey scores on this gives them the momentum. It'll be the first lead of the game because they were playing catch-up the whole time, right?
Well, they've been pressing too. I mean, they've really turned it on. They got behind those 2 scores, and then since that, they've just been coming at their ears back hard.
They kept their composure. I'll give them that much. Quarterback keeper rolling, trying to find the end zone. He's definitely got the first down, and it could be inside the 10-yard line. We'll see how they mark it. It could be a 1st and goal.
I think you're right there. I think it's going to be about the 9-yard line.
Pardon me.
But they're going to put this ball, and first and goal from the 9.
Wow. Well, we talk about the key is protecting the ball, and then capitalizing on other teams' mistakes.
Yeah.
And of course, they forced the turnover, and now they're in the red zone, and the clock just starts ticking. There's the reverse, looking for some room up front, not getting any, trying to cut to the outside. He's got to break a tackle. Oh, brought down probably to the original line of scrimmage, set it up a 2nd and goal. Do we have an injured player? Someone's kind of writhing on the ground there.
Number 36, Mateo Godbout, is looking a little shaken up after the play here. We got Osho just dingle-dangling around out there.
Hangs on.
Yeah.
Oh, looks like he may have got plowed over by his own player.
Well, Lambert came in there. You got number 36, Godbout, there's holding on to him. And 87, Lambert comes over and just creams them both.
Maybe a knee came up because he was lower, right? He was hanging onto the jersey, so almost getting dragged.
Yeah.
Huh. Well, hopefully he's okay. But what a start to the game. And there's something about football at night. Eh?
Oh, yeah.
Speaks to me.
I love it. I would prefer to start a game in the dark and play it in the dark than go from, because we had sunshine to start this. It was bright and sunny.
We've had all 4 seasons.
And now you get the dusk. You get in the dusk here, which makes it really tough. And then it's going to get dark. So either that adjustment over and over is a little bit tough on the guys.
Well, it's the thing about this time of year. I mean, the sun sets at like 4 in the afternoon, right?
Yeah.
All right, Tim Amy, Matt Macri, VBNSports.com. 9:44 gone in this third quarter to start the second half. We've already seen a turnover.
Oh, good. They got him back up, and he's walking off the field, so that's good.
It is.
You never want to see one of these young men get hurt in one of these games. You know, yeah, football's a tough sport, and there's a lot of contact and whatnot, but you never want to see anybody get hurt.
No. None whatsoever. Pardon me. Little sniffles there. All right. 2nd and goal. Fakes the handoff, cuts up the middle. Close to the end zone, very close. Sets up 3rd and goal.
Well, beautiful job by the Raiders here to stuff Rolling, because Rolling starts to go to the outside, gets everybody moving that direction, then cuts back. Here he's up to his left and cuts back to his right. And it's a wall of them, but it's number 30 or 54. I don't know.
Comox, 53, 52 maybe?
52.
Seamus Harrison, Brody Laurie.
Yeah, those guys.
And he
was able to get just across the line.
So North Surrey takes the lead on a running play, capitalizing on the turnover, and we have a 20-14 game. Very exciting.
Yeah. Great job by Rolling there to just make himself small, get under the defenders, and get it into the end zone.
Super duper. And it looks like they're going for 2.
No, they're going to kick it.
They're going to kick it. I stand corrected.
You're sitting.
I'm sitting corrected. Oh, we're silly. And that looks good to me. Oh, good catch by the ref out there.
Yeah.
21-14, North Surrey over Comox. And, got to give it to North Surrey. They kept their composure.
Yeah.
Right? It could have fallen apart early for them, and they just said, no, we're fine.
Well, it's like I said. I mean, they hit a roadblock or a fork in the road.
Right.
Whereas they could have a turning point where they could have fallen apart. But they've scored 3 unanswered touchdowns since that being down 14-0.
Nice.
And they made that huge stop. Well, it was a fumble and they recovered it. So
same diff.
Yeah. So I mean, they recover the ball on their own 5-yard line, and were able to put some pressure on at the end of the half there, and they came out firing here in the second half.
So now the pressure's on Comox Valley, who was controlling the game early. Suddenly find themselves with their backs against the wall a little bit, and we'll have to see their composure. How do they respond to all this? How, Matt Macri? How?
Rise up. They got to rise up. And we've seen some really good plays from the Raiders here, that if they can string a bunch of them together here and get back into the end zone, it's going to make for a heck of an evening.
Well, the only thing that's really hurt them are turnovers, and it's been 2.
Yeah.
There's a sort of a best attempt onside kick. Flag on the play for no yards. And
there's no yards on the kickoff. Yeah, there won't be a no yards on the kickoff, so there's got to be something like an offside or something that happened there.
Well, recovered by number 95, Ashton Lepage.
Yeah, you see how the far guy was ahead of the kick of the ball. So that's gonna be an offside
I see.
there.
Okay.
Lepage there gets it and just keeps driving the legs. You know what? Keep moving until they knock you down. So
it goes out of bounds around the 45-yard line. We'll see how they mark it, because it would be, a 10-yard penalty? 5 yard?
5 for the offside.
5 for the offside.
Oh, they declined it. So they went down. So they're going to start off on the 49-yard line.
Okay.
In the offensive zone.
Wonder why they declined it.
Well, because they caught it and ran it back in good field position.
Oh, yeah, okay, I see what you're saying. It wasn't from where he went out of bounds from the,
Yeah, no, see, the offside, they would have had to re-kick from 5 yards further back.
Right.
But you don't always get the best field position, so.
Oh, nice job up the middle, number 5 for the Comox. Gets all the way to the 45-yard line. Morgan Crisp beats a tackle on the quarterback keeper. And we have a flag.
We had a flag on the play here, but it looks like it's after. There's a little bit of rough stuff after the fact here. And here, you watch Crisp. He's coming outside, but then he turns back in really quick. I think he needs to turn the wheels on and get to that outside edge, because it was him and Jamil Youssef on the outside edge.
Number 3, looks like a bit of punching going on.
Yeah.
You see that?
Number 3's getting a unnecessary roughness, which is going to move him ahead 15 yards.
Give me 1 second. I'm going to turn some lights off, because we're getting a reflection against the glass and make it a little bit tough to see the play. 1 moment, please.
Please hold. We'll be back after these commercial messages. And we'll talk about our sponsor, Baron Rings, who are a great company that produces rings for the championship MVPs. A little better.
And we're back. Morgan Crisp airs it out. He's got a receiver. Can he connect? Touchdown! Holy mackerel. Comox Valley. Talk about keeping your composure.
Yep.
Turns around and just.
Well, Lambert's had a great game so far today, and here's another one for him. He gets open and he's running, and Chris puts the ball where he's going to be.
Yeah.
Doesn't throw it to him. It throws him where he wants him to go. And it's just a beautiful throw here that Lambert is able to. The ref almost threw a block there. He almost ran over the referee trying to get to that ball. But nothing was stopping Lambert.
What a rubber match. 3 unanswered touchdowns just got answered. And if this PAT is successful, we got a tie game. And that looks good to me. So, yeah, 21 all. 8:28 in the third quarter. Tons of football left to play.
Wow, what a game. What a game. This is just back and forth action here.
Both games, right? The Bantam game was the same thing. It was a total rubber match, and then we got this one.
You get a little chip shot off someone's forehead through the uprights.
Well, as long as it works.
Is this like pool where you got to call those shots? But, bang.
All right. Team Amy, Matt Macri, VBNSports.com. And who's our sponsor again, Mr. Macri?
Baron Rings.
Baron Rings. And it was 2 years ago they gave us they brought the NBA, the Raptor ring, right?
Yeah.
We all got to try it on.
Yeah, wow, what a piece of jewelry that was there.
like a Ritz watch on me. The thing was massive.
Yeah, it was huge.
And Lowry was number 7, Lowry?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Beautiful ring.
Very cool. Very cool. Okay. Here comes the kick. Any minute now. Little pregnant pause, little awkward silence. Bit of a worm burner. Going to be a little tough to feel that one. Nice grab on the hop. Cuts from the backfield. Still on his feet. Nice run back all the way to about the 39-yard line. Did not catch the player, but I'm guessing it's Nick Osho, number 7, or number 8, pardon me, or Jamil Youssef, number 7. A little tough to see the jerseys. You're going to have to forgive us. It's dark out.
Yeah, it was Osho.
Osho.
Bounce pass Youssef. Osho picks it up. Does a great job running it back. Gets wrapped up by number 11, who is Raiden O'Toole, but still fights forward another 3 or 4 yards after the fact there. Perfect run back.
Perfect. Perfect, man. It's just perfect.
Run it forward. I love how he does it.
Here we go. From the shotgun. Drops back. He wants a receiver. Nice block. He's got a man. The ball's up. Oh, for a second there, I thought he had it. Good coverage by number 87, Sebastian Lambert, to knock that ball down.
And Lambert does a really good job covering him here, because otherwise he's heading for the end zone. He gets down the field really quick. Rolling puts the ball up here, and Lambert is able to just keep it out of his hands. And that's Osho, who's just been a powerhouse on the offense today.
Absolutely playing superb. Superb football. All righty. Coming out of the old huddle. 7:51, and the clock is ticking on a tie game in the third quarter. McLeod Athletic Park. BC Langley. Snap. Handoff. Rolls to the outside. He's got some blocking. He's got some room up the middle. Look at this. Still on his feet. Look at the fight. Cuts to the outside. Someone's dragging his jersey. He's still going. Holy mackerel. All the way to the 35-yard line. Big, big gain for North Surrey. Gosh, both these teams really want to win it, don't they?
Why? And the Stars have come out to play today, that's for sure. Osho does a great job here. Comes on the jet sweep around the outside edge, and then cuts back the middle of the field here, and just making the defenders whiff on him. Number 12 gets a hold of him and drags him for a bit, but number 15 is finally able to take him down. Number 12 is Nick Laurie, and number 15, Jace Osadek, had to fight and get him down. And now we got another player down on the far side of the field there.
Geez, in a dogfight like this, people are going to get hurt because guys they're playing so hard. Oh, that's good. He's up on his own.
He's up and he's walking, which is great. But you're right. I mean, they know this is the last game of the season.
They want it.
They want it. They either walk out champions or they don't. And I mean, that's you got to lay it all on the line today. You have 4 months to heal.
Is that your motivational speech? If you would, you're coaching. Go out there in the dying minutes. How bad do you want this?
There is no tomorrow. It's all about today.
It's poetic. It's very deep. All right, here we go. The pistol. Quarterback keeper wants some room. Needs some blocking. Nope.
Didn't get it.
Smothered. I'm going to give him a few yards on that play, but second and about 8.
It's number 17, Cole Poget, that's able to bring him down. It was a good play here. I mean, Rollins gets behind Youssef as a block, but Youssef gets blocked right away, or he blocks a guy right away, and Rollins has got to roll out, and that's where Poget was waiting for him.
Picked up 3 yards on the play, a 2nd and 7, sitting about the 32-yard line. Here we go. From the pistol. The snap. Now he wants a receiver. He's got some traffic. He's got to find a man. Ball's up and just underthrown. Who's he shooting for there, Mr. Macri?
Well, it looks like it was number 8 again, Osho, that he was looking for.
Yeah.
But it was number 87 again, Sebastian Lambert, playing defense, covering him, and able to smack that down.
Great defense on both sides here. They're really messing with each other's passing play.
Well, they're getting lots of pressure on the quarterback, making Rollins have to roll out, and he's throwing as he's rolling to his right. He's right-handed, and he's throwing downfield. You're not going to get a great ball, but even so, Osho was there waiting for it. Lambert was able to come across and knock it down.
Fakes the handoff, keeps it himself. He's got a blocker with him. Gives him a little bit of room. And Probably, we're talking first down, easily gets to the 20-yard line.
Yep.
Boy, the offense is just roll.
Well, you got to love the patience of rolling here. Watch this. He fakes the handoff there, and he stays behind Youssef the whole way, and he's staying behind his blockers. And as soon as he steps out from behind his blockers, he gets tackled.
Right.
So he does great patience. Stay behind your blocker. Look for that opportunity, and he picks up the first down easily.
All right, 1st and 10 on the 20-yard line, deep in the offensive zone. Drops back, wants another receiver, under pressure, throws it away. Throws it away. 2nd and 10. They want that end zone, man.
Oh, yeah, they're looking for it. He's got everybody downfield, and he's had so much pressure there, no time to get set up. So smart play, just flick it down the field to an empty spot, let it hit the ground, and try again.
All right, bbnsports.com, Tim Amy, Matt Macri, for 5 minutes just under the third quarter action for this 9-man provincial bantam championship, Langley, BC McLeod Athletic Park. And now here we go, drops back, he wants another receiver, off the arm. Just wasn't didn't have his feet set when he went to catch it.
Callum Middleton there just could not get that ball in, and he was right in front of the defender too, but had an opportunity to make a play here. Rolling sees it and just hits him. Wants that one back. So you got 3rd and 10 from the 20-yard line, 15-yard line, 20-yard line.
20-yard line.
I'll figure it out one of these days.
Here we go. 3rd and 10. Do they throw or do they get it on trying to get a first down? Drops back, wants to throw it. He needs some room. He wants that first down. Ball's up, receiver. Shucks. So close. He had it. Looks like it bounced off his leg.
He brought his knee up, and it looks like he needed out of his own hands. And he's going to be frustrated. Daniel Smith here wants that one back so bad. Rolling does a great job. The throw's not the best. It's a wobbler coming across there, and then he brings it, and he even tries to hacky sack it back up to his hands.
Yeah, he went through his fingers, right?
Yeah, went through his fingers, off his shin, and then he gives it a kick there to try and flick it back up, but he just couldn't bring it in.
See, this is where you need special teams training, because at the 20-yard line, it's not totally unfeasible to try and go for a field goal and get 3 points, right? But if you don't have the foot, you don't have the foot. So
well, Justice Fee's been kicking for him, and he's been doing really well.
Right.
So it's not that they don't have the foot there, but in these games, you need
nice
touchdowns.
Pressure. Look at the pressure.
Yeah.
Right off the snap, no offside call, and just beautiful job in the defense to get right into Morgan Crisp's face.
Look how fast they come downhill here, and he just wants to dump it down to the running back, but he just doesn't get enough time to even get the ball away and let number 30, Caden Jacques, roll out to get underneath that ball. Very smart play to get rid of it, though.
Yeah.
Very smart play.
You don't want to take the loss.
Yeah.
It's only 2nd and 10, right? So.
And you got so much pressure from number 3, Sam Webb, coming down out of the linebacker position and putting pressure on the quarterback.
All right, here comes the snap. One man back. Looks like they want to reverse. Fake it. There's the throw. Hits the receiver. Still on his feet. Should be enough for a first down.
Yeah, I think he's got more than enough there.
Yeah.
Moving the sticks. That's all that matters. Number 88, Roman Poge, is able to move the sticks here and get it up the field.
See, the nice thing about a tie game is the clock moves the same pace for everybody.
Yeah.
Right? So you've got 3 minutes left in this quarter plus another full 12 minutes coming up. You got lots of time, so just be patient and just patiently move that ball. There's no reason to panic, right?
Yeah.
The snap. There's the reverse. He's got to get some blocking instead of the outside. We got a flag.
We hold.
87's fighting. He wants that first down, but I think you're right. I think it's coming back. Sebastian Lambert with good fight to get to the first down. Whoops. Territory. You're okay? Did someone miss a chair over there?
Lambert comes across on the jet sweep here and turns it upfield and cuts the defenders and gets through. And then he's fighting off Webb, who's a great tackler. Webb's fighting for him to get him down there. Number 21, it looks like. Who's number 21? Luckman Credali seemed to have wrestled it away, but I think a little bit too late. But here we are. Yeah, it's going to be a hold, and it's going to come back and be 1st and 20 from the 21-yard line.
22-yard line, yeah.
22? Yeah, 22.
Van de. The only French I know. Okay. Well, they need a big play to get that first down back. And I'm guessing they're going to pass. There it is. Hits number 88. He's got to break a tackle. Breaks one. Nice job.
Wow.
Just made up 18 yards on that play. 88. Roman Poget. Superb job. Sets up a 2nd and 2 after being back 22 yards. Wow.
Well, great job here by Chris. He just drops it down to Poget. Poget steps in on the defender, then cuts back out and flings him off, and he's able to get upfield. Webb's chasing him. We got number 22, who is Justice Fee, coming across and able to wrap him up and take him down.
Here we go. Snaps, hands off, up the middle. It's got some room. Look at all the room to the outside. Wow, all the way to the 45-yard line. A very big carry for the Raiders. Deep, now they're in offensive zone territory. That's a good 15-yard gain on that carry.
Well, Caden Jacques comes off tackle here, gets a block there, and gets upfield before he's finally taken down. But he had a head of steam on him, and if he's not tackled there, he's gone.
Great football. Wow.
It's been exciting back and forth, that's for sure.
This is what you want to see, right?
Yeah.
Here we go. Drops back. He's got some time. Short pass. Found a receiver, but he may be a yard if they give him anything.
Yeah. They're going to do forward momentum at about the 46-yard line, which is the original line of scrimmage.
Yeah, they didn't make any plays, so it's 2nd and 10.
Yeah, there's a little drop pass here. This was a couple plays ago.
That's where they got the hold. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
You lining up? Here we go.
So 2nd and 10 from the 46.
Lots in motion, one man back. There's the handoff, cuts to the outside, no blocking. And we'll give him 2-3 yards on that play.
Well, I think that's 22 again, Justice Fee, that comes downhill there. Beats the defender, the blocker, to get upfield and make that stop on
number 30, Jacques.
Jacques, yep, there, beautiful stop there. Just gets lower and
picked up 4 yards on the play, so we got a 3rd and 6. So do they punt it away here, Matt Macri, in a tie game?
No, I don't think so. They're down at the 42-yard line.
Yeah.
Might as well make a go for it. Oh, they do. I think they might have the punter out there. So, oh no, it's still crisp. So,
drops back, slant. He's got to get some yardage. Got the first down. Nice job. Now, did he step out of bounds?
I don't think so. I think he got across the 40-yard, the big 40 there. So he's into the 33.
Now, Knight has fallen, and where we're sitting from our vantage point is a little bit tough to make out the sideline because it's the red line, not the
white line,
not the white one. So, but yeah, there we go. 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line, and Comox storming back, and this will be the last play of the 3rd quarter, and after this they'll switch ends. Handoff to the outside, got everybody fooled, lots of room.
Well, it's Raiden the Raider. Picked up another first down.
Fantastic. So that should end the quarter. I'm looking for Keith there to wave his flag. Here it comes. All right, so we're switching ends. In a tie game, Comox has to protect the ball.
Yes.
The going 4th quarter, tie game. It's been an absolute dogfight. They cannot turn the ball over.
Well, and this is huge here because they're working the field, they're working the clock, they're driving, they're taking time off the clock. So what they need to do is take as much time as they can off, score, and then force an out for Surrey. Then they can control their own destiny, control the clock. Yeah.
Now for Surrey, obviously, they just got to get the ball back.
They got to get the ball back.
One way or another, they need the ball back, right?
Keep it out of the end zone, get the ball back.
Yeah.
The tiebreaker procedure, no.
I knew it this morning,
It's
but
a
I
shootout?
forgot it
Yeah.
already.
Yeah. So we're gonna have it'll be the shootout where they do each team will get a turn from the 10.
Right.
I think it starts at the 20, so they got a chance to get a first down.
There you go. Number 5 keeps the ball. He's trying to break a tackle. Oh, he breaks one, breaks another. We've got a flag on here, so maybe an illegal block.
I think it looked more like a hold. Yeah.
Couldn't really see. It's you got to forgive us. It's kind of dark, and we've got glass reflection here.
So he gets a hold of him there, and that's where the flag came out. I don't know if they're going to call that a horse collar because he did grab the top of the jersey and pull backwards, but.
Who's going now? Sorry, I was watching the replay and I missed who they're calling against. I think it's going against Comox. North Surrey? Comox.
Yeah, it's Comox, yeah.
Okay. So how are they going to mark it here? What are we staring at?
Well, he's talking to the captain to figure out what they want to do here. And it's going to be from where they got it, and it looks like 15 yards.
It's calling a face mask.
Yeah, so face mask, 15-yard penalty from the spot of the foul. They almost got a first down there. It'll be fourth down.
Fourth?
I don't think that's right. I don't think that's right. I think it's going to be...
Is that 15 yards or is that 10 yards? Like
It's from the spot of the foul.
So that could be 15. Okay.
Yeah.
So it's second at about 20.
Yeah, looking like that.
Okay. All right. Oh, high snap. Does he hang on to it? He hangs on to it, and suddenly Comox had all this momentum, and now it's third at the 50-yard line.
Well, and see, things like that, and here we go, you get the crisscross going, and Chris just did not see the ball come up from the center, and luckily he's able to stay on top of it and pick it up with his legs.
And there's the kick, and no one knows where the ball is as it dribbles down inside the 20-yard line. And march back out to about the 30. So
25.
25?
25, yeah.
Oh, yeah, sorry, I'm looking at the wrong one.
Yeah, Osho's able to get it there. So you get that high snap with that crisscross going.
In the dark.
Chris doesn't see it, and he does a good job of picking it back up. But they got to punt at that point because it's so far back.
No,
it
would be suicide.
It'd be third and about 35 yards.
There you go. We're in the dark. That's much better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Perfect. Perfect, man. Perfect.
So now North Surrey's going to start on their 25-yard line. And this is a great opportunity for Surrey to get down there, put some points on the board.
The reverse cuts. Oh, what a hit right off the shoulder. Knocks him down at the 30-yard line. Well, we talked about it. Comox could not turn the ball over.
Yeah.
Right? And they did that. They had to turn it over. North Surrey had to get the ball back. They got it. So now it's up to North Surrey. They have the momentum. They have to control it now.
Yeah, exactly.
Is it. I mean, it might be 10 minutes left, but that 10 minutes ticks down to 5 minutes quicker than you think.
Yeah.
And a tie game, and it's just a dogfight. Drops back, wants a receiver, can't find one, hangs on to it, still on his feet, in trouble, still on his feet, breaks a tackle, and brought down behind the line of scrimmage. Should set up about a third, maybe about 7 and 8.
Yeah, it's going to be third and about 7 here. So you're going to see, I think you're going to see Surrey punt. Yeah, they look like they're running another punt crew here. Rolling rolls this way, and he's cut off, and then he gets wrapped up there, cut off again, breaks away from it, but then it's just too much for him to get out of at that point.
So there you go. Your offense couldn't do what it wanted to do. Up comes your defense to bail you out and say, look, I got this, right? That's why this game is so close, because you're getting that on both ends. Okay, what's going to happen? He wants to punt it. Nice kick. Whoop, jump on it. Very close. Recover that ball, number 87, around the 32-yard line. And is he hurt? No.
No, and see, okay, so he gets here, and there's the punt, right? And then he goes to play the ball, and it bounces off his legs. So now he's got to get on top of it, and then he gets hammered. But see, he's touching the ball and down on his knees. That whistle should have gone.
Yeah.
That hit shouldn't have happened there.
Right.
And this is the safety thing that I was talking about earlier, where when the quarterback or the returner goes down.
Oh, look at this. They weren't quite ready. They're going to snap it right before they were lined up. A little bit of confusion.
And Surrey's calling a timeout there. Yeah.
Look, good on it, Comox. A quick snap, or at least trying to snap it, and totally catches North Surrey off guard. Yeah, you're right on that play. I mean, and the defender should have just run up and touched his back.
Yeah.
Never should have been a hit on that play.
But it didn't look like he had the ball, so the defender's trying to get on the ball.
Yeah, I appreciate that.
But he didn't play the ball at all and just hit the guy.
Yeah.
Right? Which is it should be a penalty in itself.
Well, from our angle, right, we could see he didn't have control.
Yes.
He's coming up behind him, and emotions are what they are and stuff. But yeah, you're right. The whistle should, at the end of the day, it should have been a whistle.
Yeah. Dangerous play.
Yeah. Okay. But
well, there's the cheer squad. There's the cheer squad. I love the cheer squads.
They're great. They're just great.
And there's the fans.
9-14 in the fourth, a tie game. This is anybody's. I'm going to call it. The next team scores, wins this game. Don't laugh at me. Are you laughing at me? Are you laughing at me? No, because
I call it. Whoever scores the most wins.
No, what I'm saying is, Smarty Pants, hang on a second. In traffic, hammered in the backfield. The team that scores the next touchdown wins.
Okay.
Right?
What about field goal?
Or whatever.
Next points?
Next points wins it.
All right.
Right?
Here you got the snap, and Crisp's looking downfield.
They're looking for big plays.
Yeah. He's looking downfield, but number 57's able to get off his block. And that's Caden Jacques is able to get off his block and get over there and just mess up all of Chris' plans there.
I tell you, North Surrey's defense is just really playing solid. Drops back, he wants receiver, swing pass. He's got a little bit of room. And gets just past the 35-yard line. See where they mark it. Definitely third down. Here's the thing, the offense doesn't do what it's supposed to do, but the defense steps up, does everything it can to get the ball back, and that's on both sides. Both teams, the defenses are the stars of the game so far.
And if this is going to be third down, there's a penalty here. Surrey's got to decline this penalty and make it third down because I can't see Comox going for it.
What are we doing? What is going on?
So they're going to decline the penalty.
Penalty declined.
Yeah.
Third down. Yeah. So third and about 7. Thank you, Wayne.
And you got the punter out there because you're definitely not going to try and make 7 yards on third down in your own zone.
Not in this
a tie game. Nice kick.
Nice and high. Takes a bounce. Oh, good recovery. Looking for the outside. He's got some blocking. Still on his feet. Look at this. Holy mackerel.
Great return there.
Number 87, I think it was, and number 6 just saved a touchdown.
Well, that's Osho that got he returned it. And watch this here. This is just fabulous because it bounces, and it looks like it's going to go over his head. Big kick here. Nice booming kick here. The ball bounces. Oh, I'll just knock that back to myself and then take off for a massive run up the sideline, staying in bounds, cuts back to the inside, and it's number 5, Morgan Crisp, that's able to stop the touchdown.
Pretty much. Like, what athleticism to knock that ball down, keep control of it. There's the pitch to the outside. Oh, jumps around his own player. He almost needed to cut in.
Yeah.
He needed to cut in there.
Well, and he jumps over his own player that's blocking, and the guy who's blocking comes off the block and tackles him. He jumps over there, and number 36, which is Godbout there, he just wraps him up, comes off the block, wraps him up, and it's a good job by number 80 because it's really easy. 80 is Daniel Smith. to grab a hold at that point.
Right.
You know, and then all of a sudden you're going back 10 yards. Here you're only losing 2.
Drops back, wants a receiver, under pressure, has got a man. Oh, what a catch! And he's in the end zone.
Beautiful job. Number 88,
Superb.
Callum Middleton. Does a great job of bringing that ball in and rolling. Just he's got all this pressure coming at him from the side, and he just stands in there and delivers that ball like a professional. This is a beautiful play. Love this. Watch, he's standing there. There's the pressure coming, and he sees him coming, throws the ball, and there's Middleton, brings it in, and just right into the end zone, touchdown.
Awesome. 27-21. Going for the single PAT. And she looks good to me.
Yeah, looks good here.
And now all the pressure, we're 7:07 in the game, switches to Comox, whose offense has been sputtering a little bit in this fourth quarter.
Yeah, well, they got the one score. They got the big score. But let's be honest here. I mean, they had a big play that scored early.
Yeah.
Then they had a fumble recovery for a touchdown. And then they've only had the one other score, which was another big play to get it in the end zone. Surrey's kind of controlled the play besides that.
They have.
And the scoring besides that. So
well, they're up by 7.
Yeah.
But Comox, I mean, I said the team that gets the next points wins. So if Comox wants to prove me a liar, they've got to control this play.
Yes.
And march it up and eat time marching it up. Because if they score a touchdown, they can go for 2 points and take the 1 point lead. Right? Like there's.
Yep. Yeah. Well, and especially they eat up enough time. I mean,
yeah.
With overtime, it's just such a hit or miss thing because it's a shootout. It's not play 10 minutes and then go to a shootout. It starts with a shootout. So, I mean, it's a coin flip each time.
Nice kick. Good and deep. Look at this. Right to the end zone. Does he play it out? He does. Does he get some blocking? Gets a little. Flag on the play. Hull down around the 15-yard line.
Well, it looks like there's going to be a block in the back, which is going to bring it half the distance to the goal line.
So what if the ball goes into the end zone, he takes a knee? Does he come out to the 20?
That's the Rouge.
That's the Rouge, and you get a
1 point.
Point for?
Surrey.
So he had to take it out.
So he has to bring it out here. There you go. There's your block in the back right there. Pretty good run by Lambert. I think if he stuck to trying to go to the outside instead of cutting back in, he might have been okay, but this is going to be half the distance to the goal line. And Comox has a huge hill to climb.
Both teams have played really focused ball.
Yes.
But Comox has had a little bit of trouble in this fourth quarter. I think they're feeling the pressure. And they're turning the ball over, and they're not getting their first downs. And they had a great opportunity, got the UR, then the bad snap, and that resulted in this touchdown. So,
well, you got to look at this too. I mean, we're sitting. It's about 5 o'clock in the evening.
Right.
They've traveled from Comox to the ferried across, driven out to Langley. Surrey's come 20 minutes down the freeway.
Yeah.
Right? So Comox has had a long day before this game even started.
They did.
And so they're fighting here. They got a huge battle in front of them, and Surrey's just not giving them an inch. Fighting for every inch.
If I'm Comox, I'm not going big plays here. I just want to get the 4 yards of carry and just get to that first down. Here, 87 out of the backfield. Gets the first down all the way to the 25-yard line, and that's a big play. That is a big play for Comox Valley Raiders. It gets them the first down and out of the depths of their own end.
Shadows of their uprights.
Shadows of their uprights.
Lambert's been a beast today. He's just been an absolute phenomenal football player today. I love the Justice fee there. A great young man, Justice, pulling his opponent up off the ground.
Nice direct snap. Wants to throw. Needs to beat one man. Gets the first down. Does he do it, or who's out of bounds?
He's out of bounds just before the first down.
And of course, that's number 88, Roman Poget. C'est bon, Roman.
Great job there. Direct snap. He looks like he's going to throw, so he makes the defense stand up and then takes off for a run. And he wanted to get to that first down marker, but it's almost better that he didn't.
Yeah.
Because now he can keep the ball going.
Right. And, that ate a minute at a time. Second and about 3. The snap, the fake reverse, up the middle, has got the first down. He has to hang on to that ball, and he does. Gets to about the 39-yard line. This is what Comox needs to do.
Yes.
Keep the ball on the ground, just keep moving it forward. Don't turn it over and eat up clock time, because if they can get in and score and maybe get the 2-point PAT, there'll be next to 0 time left on that clock.
Well, and that's a tough call, to go for that 2-point over that, just tying the game and taking it to overtime. That's a really tough call.
We'll see.
And if they get the 2 points and they get that 1-point lead, Surrey's going to be pressing. It'll make for an exciting end of the game.
87 to the outside. Looks like he's got another first down. Suddenly, the offense is clicking for the Raiders.
There's a flag out there. They're going to go hold on Comox, and that's going to come back.
That's frustrating. That's when you start beating yourself, right?
Yeah.
God, you got good eyes. I did not see that flag at all.
Yeah. I'm not sure I really love this holding call either. I think that was and I don't know if there was another hold that I couldn't see on the replay here.
Right.
But I'm not sure if I love that holding call. It kind of looked like it was a block. They were blocking, kind of hand fighting a bit. But I'm way up here, and I get replay, whereas the refs are down there and they're watching this live and have to react live. So.
Right. All right, now they need a big play because they got it back to first down territory. Drops back, wants a pass, rolls out. No receivers.
Wow.
And not bad. Gets back to about the original line of scrimmage, so that sets up a second and about 9.
Beautiful job by Crisp here. He looks downfield. He's got some pressure coming at him from his right. So here we go. We got the snap here. He's got some pressure coming from his right. So he's like, you know what? I'm just going to get out of here. Steps around, beats a defender there, runs through a few defenders there, and picks up 11 of those 20 yards.
One more play like that. They got to get in that offensive zone. The snap, drops back, wants a pass. Found a receiver. Can he get past it? Yes, gets the first down. Nice job. 4:15 to go in the fourth.
Well, that's 88 Pogier again. And the Roman Pogier here has had a great game as well. But he's just that safety valve. You can see that Crisp is looking downfield. He's looking, and there's Pogier just far enough for me to get him the ball so he can get a first down. And if he could have just gotten a bit quicker outside there, it was a blown block. 89 came across to block 88. So who we got here? 89 is Justin Robertson, came across to block Callum Middleton and missed. And Middleton was able to get over there and make the tackle. Otherwise, Pogier's off to the races.
There's the handoff up the middle. Look at the room. 88. It's going for the end zone. Beautiful bit of playing. Perfect play. Kept the ball on the ground, keeps the clock running, goes out of bounds, and gets deep into enough. Now he's in offensive territory. Yeah. The Raiders are doing exactly what the Raiders need to do. Yeah,
and here he comes. The crossing pattern, the jet sweep here, and then he cuts back the other way. He's got the defense all going to his right, so he comes back to his left, and it's Justice Fee that is able to cut him off. And Justice Fee, we've seen him play quite a bit over the years. He's just such a good football player. He knows to get that angle and cut him off and get him out of bounds.
Quarterback keeper Chris keeps it himself. Up the middle. Good fight. If he doesn't get the first down, he's awfully close. That's a good 8-9 yard carry. And now we're at the 3-minute mark. And
I think he got across the first down marker there. There you go.
First down.
Chris inside. Runs to the left, comes back to the right. He gets stopped there, and he's not really going anywhere. And then Justice Fee strips the ball out just in case. Let me take that for you. And but the play was already whistled dead.
First and 10, about the 17-yard line, inside the red zone. Comox, this is it. This is the season. They got to score on this drive. They're running out of time, and they're down by 7. Drops back, pass, has a receiver. Receiver needs some blocking. Cuts in, gets to the 10-yard line. Not enough for a first down, but certainly sets up a second and about 1 or 2. At which point it'll be first and goal.
Well, the new receiver here, number 81, Ezekiel Smith. Chris just turns around and hits him quickly. He spins to the outside. Love that play. And then wheels up the sideline before he's taken out pretty good by Osho there. Osho does a bit of a body slam on him, but it gets him to the ground. Ezekiel Smith, beautiful play, spinning to the outside instead of turning in.
Here we go. Second and about 2. The handoff. Can he get across? He's no. No. Number 8.
No. Osho says, oh no, to Poget. Poget comes on the jet sweep, coming across, gets the handoff, but he never really actually turns upfield here. He's looking. You got it. He should have cut back to his left there.
Just needed 3 yards.
Yeah, and it's easy. Like I said before, it's easy for us to say because we got replay.
Yeah.
But cuts to his left there, and he might even be in the end zone on that play.
Timeout called.
Timeout's called by North Surrey.
And you've got 3rd down and 3 to go.
Oh, is it Comox that called the timeout? Yeah. They call a timeout here. They get it settled down. Let's figure out what's our money play here. Let's get it in the end zone. They're what? 3 yards short of a first down.
It's almost better if they just get the first down.
10 yards out of the end zone. You got to focus on getting the first down at this point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? If they get the first down, that eats up more clock.
Yeah.
And gives less time for North Surrey to come storming back. But they got to hang on to the ball. If they turn the ball over, it's over.
Yeah. Well, it's like you said, it's crucial that they score here, but in order to win the game, they got to get that 2 points afterwards as well. I mean, they could go for the tie and chance it that their defense stops North Surrey, and then they get
on-field kick the whole 9 yards. But unless they get it, it's all academic unless they get in the end zone.
Well, you know what I see it as?
What do you see it as?
Better that coach than me having to make that decision.
All right, here they go. Under center. I formation in the backfield. There's the handoff. Stuffed at the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
Yeah.
Look at that. North Surrey better stay off the field.
Yeah.
1:56 to go.
Nick Osho does a great job here, downhill, and just stuffs the running back. Watch this really slow developing handoff. Osho's able to get low and just stand him up. Take him down. He's pretty pumped up. He's pretty fired up there. He's had a great game today. But I'm not loving that play call by Comox there.
No.
I would have faked that, gone for a run.
Gone to the outside.
The way Crisp has run, yep. Something.
Well, suddenly they're under center, like the first time the whole game.
Yeah.
All right. Well, North Surrey's job is to keep getting first downs and keep it on the ground. And that's probably 2 or 3 yards right there. They don't want to give the ball back because they're throwing the ball beautifully.
Well, and
so even with like 30 seconds to go, they can get in the end zone, right?
Yeah. So Osho does a great job. Gets his hand out there, keeps the defenders off, gets it out of bounds, picks up a few yards.
Out of bounds stops the clock. Correct.
Yeah.
But North Surrey doesn't want to stop the clock.
Exactly.
They want to keep it rolling.
So they want to stay in play. So his best bet is to get tackled in bounds.
There's the reverse. He's got to get out of the backfield. He does it. He's got the yardage. And does he stay in bounds to keep the clock going?
Yeah.
But he's got that massive first down, and that was the big play right there. Clock or no clock, they picked up huge yards.
Well, and once they place the ball and get the stick set up, the clock will start again here because he stayed in bounds. Osho goes on the jet sweep across, and I don't know what happened there. Is 95 Lepard kind of looked like he held up on tackling him. I don't know if he was worried about just driving him out of bounds and stopping the clock again, whereas really he could have taken him down about 5-6 yards back.
All right, quarterback keeper up the middle, nice tackling. Sets up second and about 9. But that ate up another 10 seconds. We're down to $1:20.
Yep.
North Surrey's got to keep this ball on the ground. They will not pass it. To pass it sets up the potential for an interception, and then.
Oh yeah, they want to keep control of that ball. So now and they're going to take their time here. They're going to stay in that huddle as long as they possibly can.
Eat clock time.
Chew that thing up.
Now they're under a minute. There's the snap. There's the handoff. Good job in the defense. Still on his feet. The ball come loose. Where's it going? I don't see Cowichan celebrating.
Oh,
Not
wild.
Comox, pardon me.
Yeah, Comox.
Pardon me. Wow, the ball came loose. Sets up 3rd and about.
Here we go. It's Osho gets kind of pushed backwards. You know, he's not really fighting for it because he's killing time, but there he gets the ball punched out. And it's fumbling around there, and it's...
That was close.
Yeah. Very,
that
very
was close.
Yeah.
Timeout called. We got 30 seconds to go.
Well, and here Surrey's got to kick this ball. I don't think they have much choice but to kick this ball.
You think so?
Yeah, because you don't want to turn it over on your 40-yard line.
No.
Especially with Comox has already thrown a couple of big touchdowns today.
Yeah.
So, I mean, you don't want to tempt fate there. Punt that ball away, get it way down the field, and give Comox, 20, 25 seconds to try and throw the length of the field.
Comox, if they kick, Comox just basically wants to take a knee.
Yes.
Right? They want to stop the clock. Because they try and run it too much, they can eat up another 10 seconds.
Yeah.
Maybe they make up 10 yards. But, yeah, it's what do you do?
Oh.
What do you do?
I think Surrey's got a kick here.
Well, they're setting up for the kick, right? Look at Comox. Totally kicking.
I think it might be a fake here. I think it might be a fake here.
So exciting. No fake. Good kick. And that dribbles out of bounds around the 20-yard line, but we have a flag, so let's see what happens.
Yeah.
Let's see how they call it. I'm looking for our head referee in his white cap, Mr. Keith Cothra.
Oh, the drama intensifies. Oh, he's pointing at Comox, so it's going to be against Comox. Objectionable conduct.
Objectionable conduct. What would that entail?
Yeah.
But it's against Comox.
It could even be against the bench.
Yeah. Why would you do something to cost you 15 yards with 25 seconds to go in a game you have to tie? What are you thinking?
And typically when it's the bench, it's one of the adults that are messing it up.
All right, here we go. The snap, drops back, short pass, connects. Maybe 5 yards on the play. No, ball is still up. No, they called it dead. Okay.
Yeah, for momentum was stopped there. He's being pushed backwards.
Clock is now at 17 seconds. Comox needs a touchdown. They're down by 7. Now they're deep in their own end. Holy moly, what a fantastic game. It's been a total rubber match. Both these games have just been fantastic today. All right, here they go from the shotgun. Snaps, drops back, wants a pass, has a receiver. He's got to get upfield. Runs it out of bounds. Good catch by number 88, Pogier, if I'm not mistaken.
Yep.
Roman. We got 3 seconds to go. 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line, deep in their own end.
This is it.
This is why you play, for exciting moments like these. This is why we do it.
All right.
I wonder where that ball's going to go.
Down the field.
A snap, drops back. Ball is up. There it is. Does he get a receiver? Swatted down, and that should do it. North Surrey. North Surrey.
And Lambert's on the ground. He's crushed, but
God, what a game.
What a beautiful game this was for these guys.
Absolutely superb. Well, congratulations to North Surrey, the 9-man midget champions for 2021, and hats off to Comox Valley. The Raiders came in today, and they played one hell of a football game. They should be super proud of themselves.
Okay, first off, on behalf of the BCCFA, gentlemen, that was an outstanding game. Congratulations to both teams. It was a tremendous game to watch, and again, even probably more exciting to play in. Now, for you young men out there, just remember that the BCCFA, we're doing hosting the game. The senior prospects trials will be in February. And again, we had coaches out here looking at you today. And again, you put on a tremendous show. Thank you very much. Our first award today will be the Baron MVP ring, the coveted BCCFA toque, and the bag going to the Comox Raiders number 87, Sebastian Lambert. Congratulations. You have to put the toque on for the pictures, please. Turn around this way. This is the ring that you're going to get. But just this is a prop because yours is going to be individually done for you. Okay? You have to
Dad. Okay, look at us. Look at us. Dad, give you that job, baby.
Our next MVP is from the North Surrey Champion Bears, Lucas Rolling. Congratulations on a great game. Can you put the toque on for us? Yeah, sure. Now then you'll see. This is just their stuff so we get the ring.
Okay.
Here's your bag.
Awesome. Does that look good?
Here, hold your ring. Make sure you come and see me. Okay, if we could have the captains from the North Surrey team, please. Congratulations, guys. Congratulations, guys. Congratulations. Hold on. Congratulations. Hold on. What the fuck? Hey, John. Hey, guys, here's the trophy. Oh, that's the trophy. Congratulations. And now we'll be presenting the medals to each of the teams. And again, thank you to the fans, thank you to the coaching staffs and the players for a fantastic game this evening.